Good morning. Welcome to a stream on Fantasy Football Scout. Breakfast Club with a small difference. It's Boxing Day. We don't want to get everyone out of bed. Lots of food and lemonade-related hangovers. And also, David and Neil super busy writing on the site today. So, you just got me. We're going to do a short Breakfast Club up until 11:30 when the deadline hits. So, I'm going to be checking Twitter for team news, see if there's any Spurs team news. Obviously, Son's going to miss out. His appeal was unsuccessful, unsurprisingly. So we're going to see who starts ahead of him. I'm assuming it's going to be Ericsson, but you never know. So we're going to see what happens there. I've still got a transfer to make. I still own Son. I know he's dropped twice. Only one of those price drops affected me. I just took it on the chin because I just didn't want to think about it yesterday. I was too busy overdosing on turkey. So I've still got Son. So he has to be transferred. Who comes in? Martial, Pogba, Richarlison, Grealish, Ali. They're all the ones that have got potential to come in. I sound broken. I'd say now this isn't even like... I've not even been like singing yesterday or drinking too much. It's just I think I've got a cold. So apologies if my voice is a bit awful. Not a hangover. Not really. It's more just a cold. So yeah, I've got to do a Son replacement. I've lost 0.1 million, whatever. And I've got to choose a captain as well. So obviously choices Rashford, Mane, Vardy. I mean, do I go against Vardy again? I'm not so sure about that. You're surprised I'm still on Son? I'm getting rid of Son. I just didn't want to choose yesterday. I thought, why not choose with only half an hour to go until the deadline? I'm really tempted by Pogba. I think it's realistically it's between Pogba and Ali. I know a lot of people have been looking at those two replacements for Son. Given that Ali is the obvious choice, I'm going to do Pogba. We'll see. Ali's got the better fixtures. Stats are not great, but then the fixtures haven't been great for him either. The only thing is, I think Pogba will come in today, and I think he will play from the off. But it's will he keep playing? I think he probably will, to be honest. I would not be that surprised to see 3 starts for Pogba, even though he's just back from injury. He's an absolute soldier. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. Cold has hit me hard. Yeah, I mean, Son to Salah, I think the only reason Son to Salah hasn't been more popular is because a lot of people can't do that in one move. Oh, not what you need when you're live streaming. So I think that's why people haven't done... Some people have done Son to Salah, especially those that switch from a Liverpool player to Son. And obviously they've just gone back in. So we'll see. Rashford is in the top 5 point scorers in the game. Yeah, a lot of people forgetting that. He's done extremely well this season. I think Man United do okay against Newcastle. Pogba's definitely Daniel. Man United are terrible. But will they continue to be terrible with Pogba in the team? That's the big question. Like, it's a different scenario now. It's not Man United without Pogba. It's Man United with Pogba. And that is potentially different. It's been a long time. I imagine Rashford's got all these points without Pogba for a lot of it. Obviously, penalties helps. Oh, this is not going to be good for the next half an hour. Excuse me. Lunchtime captain. Yeah, like, it's not too much to argue against lunchtime captain. Obviously, you can get points at both ends. I will say, though, Watford, it's a bit like Man United, right? Talking about Pogba coming in, making a difference. Watford are a different team in the last 2 weeks than they have been the previous, like, whole of the season almost. So it's not going to be easy for Sheffield United to keep a clean sheet, but they are very good at keeping clean sheets, so I wouldn't bet against it, to be honest. Yeah, hopefully everyone did have a good Christmas, by the way, for anyone that was celebrating. It was good to just have a complete day off before we're back into it today. 4 matches on offer today, which is awesome. Obviously, you get to pick. For those of us in like the UK and Ireland, we don't usually get to pick what matches we get to watch. So we will today for the second time this season. Will Pogba play number 10? I think this is another thing as well. When Pogba's played before, he's played in that kind of double pivot as the 2. But surely he comes in at number 10. They stick to the same formation. McTominay and Fred play because they've been doing really well. And then you just stick Pogba in at number 10 and don't change anything else. You still have Daniel James. You still got Martial and Rashford. Pogba's going to be able to play those balls in through. So, decent. Anyway, let's see if we've got any... Just a Maddison to Pogba. Yeah, I mean, Maddison didn't do anything last game. It was Man City. Not expecting too much today. But hopefully going forward, he'll still be good. For those of us in Ireland, even better. We don't even need Amazon Prime. We can just watch it on TV, as long as you've got the sports packages. De Bruyne captain. I don't think... It's really hard to argue against De Bruyne. I just think, for me, this week, it'd probably just be the opposition. Wolves away is a tricky fixture, but captaincy is so open this week. I reckon, let's say I do Son to Ali. I reckon I could literally captain any of, Mane, De Bruyne, Ali, Rashford, Vardy, and I think it would be fine. I'd have some confidence. James will not start. They might go for Greenwood, possibly, but I don't think too many people are worried about James or not. I saw the scary good record against Newcastle on Boxing Day. We're not tempted by the rare opportunity to captain defender. Look, I captained defender in a double game week last season. Not tempted at all to do it today, to be honest. Christmas hangover is having me captain lunchroom. There's a few lunchroom captains. They just mentioned that just a minute ago. Got rid of Rashford this week. I considered it, to be honest, to fund Salah, but in the end, I just don't think it was necessarily worth it. You'll do Pogba, already. We'll see. I wish the fixtures was slightly better for Pogba, to be honest. That's what's really putting me off. I suppose the next 4 are okay. And the thing is, if it does go wrong, 3 game weeks are done by, in the next 5-6 days. So, if it's really bad, I can just transfer them out. Let's not have fake team news in the chat. If you've got some genuine team news, make sure you tweet it to me. Yeah, Martial could improve. Actually, if you look at the Rate My Team on Fantasy Football Scout in the members area, Martial is Downer's doing very well over the next few game weeks, slightly ahead of Ali. So it'd be interesting to see how that works out. I think Tammy should do well. Yeah, I mean, it's a good fixture for Chelsea for sure. I think I saw on the bookmakers odds. I think Abraham might be top for any time scorer. Could be wrong on that. If we score anything that could be 4 or 5, Newcastle will just hope to park the bus. Yeah, and I think that's what we're waiting for. Nobody will get the team news until 11:15. Yeah, official team news 11:15. We'll see what happens. I'll try and keep an eye out. I don't want to make anyone panic. I mean, I'm not expecting too many changes from... I think it's hard to obviously read managers, but most of the changes are probably going to come for the next game week, like 2 days later. Still captain and Son. For now, yeah, I've got to make my transfer. Shouldn't leave it too late, I suppose. Pogba, Ali. I mean, really, Ali kind of spreads the risk a bit, I guess. Brighton at home's a good fixture. Would I captain Ali if I bring him in, though? I'm pretty tempted to just captain Mane, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like Mane's going to be different this week, and you don't get that too often. Bacon leg roll with barbecue sauce? Hell no. I'm a tomato sauce man. Do I think Ings will start? I think there's a chance, but I mean, I'm fairly confident as an owner that he will miss one of the next 2 games. So the Crystal Palace game kind of makes sense in that he's had a little break until this game week. Then he gets a little break in between. Then he plays again on January 1st. But from a Southampton point of view, it feels like it makes more sense to bench him against Chelsea, because that's going to be a tougher fixture to win anyway, and then play him for the Crystal Palace game, which is winnable. Obviously, Southampton can beat Chelsea, but it's a much tougher game. So we'll see. But it's impossible... I can't call it. There's going to be rotation over the next 2-3 game weeks. There has to be. I've got no Chelsea, that is correct. I mean, it's not necessarily a big issue. I think Abraham's the one that most people want. Like, Pulisic, his price drops have been brutal. I think it's down to 7.2 now, which is insane. Let me check that. Yeah, he's down to 7.2. What was his highest? 7.5. Yeah, he's kind of gone up and down. So he was started at 7.5, went down to 7.1 at one point this season, went up to 7.5. Now he's back down. Back down to 7.2. So it could be interesting, but we'll see. Missing today makes sense because Saints go there, not expecting from today's game. Yeah, Ings, like I'm sure he's feeling the fittest he has, but he's played a lot of games in a row, done extremely well as well. I think he's probably gonna get some minutes maybe, so could be a bit frustrating. But I think I wouldn't be worried for my team if he comes on for 10, 20 minutes or whatever, because I don't really have the bench anyway, so it'd be good just to get it over with this week. And then have the majority of the rotation next week. But like I keep saying, I can't tell you who's going to be rotating or not. It's an impossible call. Ramsdale a good option. I mean, Bournemouth have got pretty nice fixtures, and obviously he's doing well so far this season. So it's not the worst idea to get him in. Obviously you've got Rico in defence, quite a cheap option on some set pieces as well. Who could be a different option as well. What about Martial? Have you overlooked him? Yeah, I probably have a little bit. I have considered him though. My transfer in for Son is, like I said, it's like Richarlison, Grealish, but probably not. It's more likely Ali, Pogba, Martial. Someone asked earlier whether Pogba will get penalties back. I'm not sure he will, but I don't know for sure. But Rashford's pretty good at penalties. He's a cool customer, so he might keep him. Arteta's starting lineup could be an interesting early indication of his thinking at Arsenal. Yeah, absolutely agree. It'd be interesting to see what he goes for. Whether he goes in with a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, whatever it might be. I mean, I think people are expecting a 4-3-3 there. So it'd be interesting to see who he plays. Am I going to do Son to Ali? We'll see. We'll see. I feel like I have to go for Pogba at this point. I've talked about him so much. But Ali's got the better fixtures. Like, what is it? Brighton, Southampton, Norwich. And he's probably going to play all three of them. I maybe miss one, I suppose, but no difference to anyone else. Then Liverpool home, then Watford away, Norwich at home again. It's pretty sweet for Spurs. What we're doing with Ings long term? Probably just keeping him, to be honest. He's done nothing to make me think I should get rid of him, even with the tougher fixtures. That's Crystal Palace at home. Like if he does get rested for that game, that will be frustrating. But it is what it is. Van Aanholt owned by 6.1%. Potential differential, definitely. Yeah. I mean that live ownership is probably going to be even less. Arteta's first thoughts, yeah. Captain Ali. I don't know, that's the thing that's maybe putting me off Ali a little bit is originally I was going to captain some. Would I captain Ali? I'm not sure I would. Might captain someone else if I get Ali in. Maybe even Rashford. Man United bias again, maybe. The first wild card has to be used by Gameweek 20. So if you don't use it this week, you can use it before next week, basically. And then you lose it. Then everyone gets their second one back. Yeah, still no transfers. This is my team as it stands. You've got 6 players on the suspension watch list. Oof. Couple of nervy game weeks for you. Should you bench Maddison or Kelly? I don't like benching the attacker. I did it once. It hurt me. I mean, Kelly's got a really good chance for a clean sheet today, I think, but I'd probably play Maddison. Yeah, I think Vardy is definitely Mr. Reliable. Like if you've got him, well, which most of you will have, I'm sure. Then it's very hard to argue against him being captain. Pogba won't play the 3 matches. I don't know. I think there's a very good chance he will. He's just that kind of player. 90-minute man, but we'll see. There's going to be rotation. Like, it's just back from injury as well, so we'll see. Tammy, sure. If you want to captain Tammy, go for it. He's one of the best options this week. I don't think there's a standout. So if you're going to go with a gut feeling pick, then it has to be this week. I think, actually, to be fair, over the next couple of weeks, there's not really too many standouts. I mean, I guess, you know, Jamie Vardy is pretty standout most weeks. But yeah, if you want to go for a gut pick, just do it this week. Key players if wildcard available. I'd probably want De Bruyne, Liverpool mid. Liverpool defender if my team value was good. I think Wolves at home and Sheffield United at home is not the worst fixtures next two. I think if you're going for a cheap striker, because it depends how you're going to structure your team. Like, Ings has been great, so it's hard to argue against him, but Morpay has also been pretty decent, and he's got really nice fixtures coming up. What's my gut feeling? I don't know if I've got one this week. I'm kind of a bit lost, to be honest. I think I might switch it to Rashford. The thing is, I know that the Vardy is super likely to be involved. So it's probably stupid not to just go for him. Grealish for Son this week, then Aguero for Rashford next. Yeah, if you think Aguero is going to just get his place back and be done, but I mean he is probably going to, you know, Aguero's probably going to play the majority of games, but Jesus has been pretty good for Man City since Aguero's been out. And again, like Pogba, there's a lot of game weeks come in. He's just back from injury. Is he going to play 2 in a row? It's hard to say, really. All right, we're getting to that point where some team news will hopefully be coming in, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll keep an eye on Twitter. Can you afford not to captain Vardy? I mean, his effective ownership, if you want to talk about that, will be lower this week. Maybe, I think it'll actually be higher than last week because he's at home and he played Man City and he scored. So people are going to be more confident about captaining him against Liverpool. Do I think my current rank is the reason behind a potential Rashford captaincy? Maybe. If I was in the top 10k, would I just captain Vardy? Probably. 15 minutes left. Yeah, I'm going to do it. You know Newcastle's going to park the bus. Maybe. I mean, definitely. But Kane captain. I think I like Kane captain this week. You know, you just got to hope he doesn't play super deep the whole game, which I don't think he will. I don't think he has been dropping deep, but they're not going to have Moore and Son now, providing that pace in behind. They've obviously only got Moore for the next couple of weeks, so I don't know. I think Kane's fine. All you need is a dodgy penalty, right? And job done. Pogba or Ali. Pogba or Ali? Ali or Pogba? I have to think. Is Cantwell a must start? I don't think he's a must start, but I do think if you've got not benching issues, but if you've got some injuries here or there, having Cantwell, I would be quite happy to save a transfer this week. I know you're kind of tanking value on Son a bit, which is a bit annoying, but you could just play Cantwell instead. I can't pick your captain for you. You got to pick your own captains. Come on. Is Salah Mane not a differential captain? Absolutely, yeah. Like, I don't know, who's the top of the captain poll on Scout, on Fantasy Football Scout? Let me have a look. Who's top right now. This will give you some indication of who people are looking at. In fact, I can put it on screen. Hang on. Let me just quickly do this. So this is the... Oh, Jesus, Ali is top. What the hell? Now, obviously, There's going to be other people playing the game, etc. But this is the current captain poll for best captain this week. So Ali is top, 17.82. So Rashford was top last week. Then Kane. So obviously people loving that Brighton fixture. Abraham, really good. De Bruyne. But look, this is Salah, Rashford, all ahead of Vardy. Mane, nowhere to be seen. Mane is nowhere to be seen. So this just shows you that captaincy is going to be all over the place this week. Now, this won't be necessarily exactly what comes out because, not everyone's going to own Ali. You don't know if people have voted on this for who they think is the best captain or who they're going to captain. But that's a pretty good indication of where it will fall. Vardy only 5%. So Vardy's almost a differential this week. Because he won't necessarily be that highly owned. If you think he's going to score again, and who would want to bet against him right now, do it. Absolutely do it. So there you go. That's the current captaincy poll. People with Man United players don't watch Man United. Villa versus Norwich could easily be 5 goals. Catman is a must start. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be 5, but it's a great fixture for Norwich at the moment. So I do think if you got Catwell, I'd be happy to play him. Same for, obviously if you've got Pookie, even better. I feel like you should pick Pogba. You're great if he does well and you don't have him. Yeah, no, that's the problem. If he does rubbish, then you can just blame it on your Man United bias. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, time is ticking on. We're on 17 minutes past 11. At least according to my computer, which is probably slow or fast. I don't know. Still looking out for some team news. I need to load my transfer up on the other screen because I don't want to miss that because that would be a nightmare. Oh, Jesus. Permission denied? Oh, it's logged me out. Okay. Whew. I am changing something, yeah. You've got Maguire and you go every week. Maguire's due a 15-pointer, surely. At least a clean sheet, at least 6 points. Is it wrong to captain Sterling? Honestly, it's not wrong to captain anyway. Personally, I don't like Wolves away as a fixture to captain someone in. But it ain't that bad. I got no... Sorry, excuse me. I got no money in the bank, so 9.9 million to replace some. And that is it. That is true, actually, about Man City and Wolves. They will obviously have an extra rest day. Jimenez, look, I think I am very gutted that I picked Jimenez. That I dropped Jimenez. And I think I'd be more than happy to start him this week. I don't think I'd be happy to captain him, though. I really want to, before I make my transfer, I want to see if we get any early Spurs team news. Eric Lamela has arrived with the rest of the squad. Yeah, okay. Please no Pogba. I don't know why people are so worried about if I get Pogba or not, Don't panic. Wolves have less than 45 hours before the Liverpool game. Yeah, like I said, play Jimenez, but don't you don't necessarily have to captain him. Should you transfer out Jimenez for Rashford? I mean, look, they could pay off for the next 2 fixtures because Wolves play Liverpool and City, but we know what he's like. Oh my God, let me rephrase that. We know how punished those of us have been that have made that transfer already, and it's a lot of money as well to lock up in Rashford. Pogba isn't guaranteed to stay in the transfer window. There's no way Man United sell him in January. Absolutely no way. I don't think. Who will I start? Pulisic or Baldock? Pulisic, I think. There's a good chance he starts there, I think. Good fixture too. Make sure your bench is in order. Make sure your captaincy is picked. Still haven't picked mine. Yeah, I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't trust any of the team news in the chat right now. Don't think there's too many journalists just waiting to give us team news in this chat. We'll probably start no excuses for Rashford blank. Solskjaer kind of made it. He didn't make it clear that Pogba would start, but he kind of did. He kind of said that Pogba will start. The question isn't necessarily will he start this week, it's will he continue to start. Like the Burnley away game is obviously the worry for him. Like it feels like he'll 100% start against Arsenal, and by that point there's a 10-day break until Norwich. So you're really just worried about that Burnley away game, I guess, and that is it. You got no team news, but that may change. We're looking. Oh, Brighton, soon team news. They're teasing us. Cantwell versus Jimenez to start. Probably Cantwell, just given the fixture. Tough one to bench Jimenez, but sounds like you got a pretty nice team. Yeah, there's definitely a load of rubbish in here. I can't say that, Matthew. Right, what else have we got here? If you had to choose between Salah or Vardy as captain, I think I'd probably go Salah. Just be tempted just to do it. I think, what was I going to say? I think, Man City kind of went for it against Leicester and they got in behind the defence quite a few times. I think Liverpool can do the same. I don't know if I want to read out the leaked team news because I can't tell you for sure if it's correct. But it looks as expected, really. I don't know. I don't know if that's like what I've got, and I can't say this is guaranteed. Is that Ryan Sessegnon starts instead of Son? Otherwise, it's unchanged pretty much. Winks and Sissoko and double pivot, so no Dyer, but that's it. I want Pogba. I'm going to get Ali in. If Ali doesn't start now, it'll be a nightmare. That app is legit. Yeah, I've seen it before. So it looks like Sessegnon starting. Aurier starting, yeah. So fingers crossed, that is correct. But I can't guarantee it. Cannot guarantee it. Hang on. I don't want to read it out too much because the Spurs one is not that much different. The Brighton one is pretty interesting, to be honest. All right. Let me change this a sec. Let me see if it logs me out. Hopefully it doesn't. Boom. Dele Alli is in. He is currently captain, but that's only because it's switched. It's switched straight away from Son. Okay. Let's see what we got. Now, Pogba's not in. All right. Pogba's not in. Ali is in. I'll get a message on Slack now. The team has leaked. Yeah, like from this thing that's leaked, and again, I do want to say I can't say for sure if this is completely correct, but it looks like Dunk is not starting. I don't know if he's in the squad. It doesn't look like it. And okay, let me get rid of it. And Morpay is benched apparently, so we'll see. We will see. I don't know if to be honest, I'm pretty happy with my subs. Like I think Soyuncu against Liverpool, I'm going to play him. I'll play him ahead of Dendoncker. Big mistake. Look, whether I'd gone Pogba or Ali, people would be telling me it was a mistake, so I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest. That wouldn't necessarily be the most unexpected news, I guess. Because, Brighton resting players in a game they don't think they can win, maybe. Do I captain Who do I captain though? I kind of want to captain Rashford. Does he keep penalties? I'm putting on Rashford for a sec. Just for a sec. Honestly, I could captain any of my players this week. Let me check this. Yeah, that'll do. This is getting tense. Yeah, you've only got about 4 minutes left. Please don't break Ali like I broke Son. No, I won't. Don't panic. All right, let's see what else we got. Ali or Abraham. I quite like Abraham this week, I think. Don't like captain in first game. I don't worry. I don't really care about when the game is, to be honest. I really don't. Oh my God, Rashford again. It happens, you know. Let's hope Pogba sorts Rashford out. And let's hope Man United get some more dodgy penalties. Not that they've had dodgy penalties, but let's hope. How about Jimenez to Abraham for -4? Look, I think Abraham is the better pick this week, but a -4, you're going to probably want Jimenez back as well, I'd say. So I'd have a good think about that in the next 3 minutes. Lucas Moura is apparently playing, yeah. Rashford hat-trick, I doubt it. Let's see if we've got any other questions other than just shouting Marshall, Pogba at me and Ali. We're gonna get the team news, the official team news in a set. I'm not saying what we've had now isn't, but we'll see. Oh, do I switch back to Ali? I hate this. I hate streaming to the deadline. I hate streaming. I think that's I feel like captaining Rashford is like a compromise from not getting Pogba. And so we'll see what happens. I'm sticking. If Ali goes nuts, whatever, so be it. It happens. Let me just put that back. I'm messing with my team now. Hang on, sorry. This is why you should have this done now. Actually, that's interesting. That means Eriksen hasn't come in, so maybe a little bit less creativity, if that's the case. We'll see. Are we done? Are we in? I don't want to... Okay, we're still on this page. The game is updated. We're in. All right, let's get the official team news now, and see if what was leaked is correct. Imagine if Ali's not playing now. We don't even have the team. All right, let's have a look. So yeah, no Dunk. Duffy plays. Dunk's not even in the squad, so I don't know what's happened there. If he's injured or just completely given a rest. Connolly is back, starts. No Trossard, no more pay. Interesting. So I think Trossard and Morpay are pretty big losses for Brighton. So that's not looking good. Fingers crossed that's good for Spurs, though, especially for Dele Alli. I still can't see the official Spurs news. But I guess the leak was correct because Morpay and Trossard wasn't in. So unless Spurs tweet it in a sec, it looks like... here we go. So yeah, Kane, Sessegnon. So Sessegnon has come in. They basically kept the same kind of formation and structure. Same back four. Vertonghen, Sanchez, Alderweireld and Aurier. Sissoko and Winks playing in the two. And then Lucas, Moura, Dele Alli and Sessegnon in behind Kane. So no Eriksen, which is interesting. I guess that's because he wants to play 4-2-3-1. And so it's either Ali or Eriksen. So fingers crossed, no more pain, no Trossard. Hopefully a clean sheet for Aurier. hopefully a hat-trick for Ali, even if I'm not captain him. Look, I've captained Rashford. We'll see what happens next week. Good luck in Game Week 19. There'll be plenty more content to come this week and next week on Fantasy Football Scout. I can't remember exactly what, but trust me, it's coming. Good luck in Game Week 19. I'm going to shoot now. It's been good. Again, apologies for the sound of my voice and stuff. I've got a cold. It's not a hangover, I promise. It's probably a little bit, but it's mostly a cold. So yeah, we're locked in. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of football on today, so enjoy it. Have a rest after yesterday's kind of antics and stuff. And I will catch you later. Good luck, everyone. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you're new around here.